I tried to be helpful when I walked into yoga, and I just ran my key tag past the scanner without assistance, and the woman behind the desk said, "You just checked yourself into the pregnancy class." "That's okay," I responded. "Half of them are mine anyway." "Just what we need," said the other woman behind the desk. Off-color humor at yoga. So a lot of people at yoga ask me, how do I reconcile my yoga with my Orthodox Judaism? And I don't is my favorite response. I prefer to respect the integrity of the two systems. I don't bother with integrating them. I have next to no interest in Jewish mysticism. And I don't have much interest in the theory behind the yoga I'm doing. I don't take yoga that seriously. I do it because it feels good. It's a pleasant change from my hovel. Yoga smells good, looks good, is filled with good-looking people. Everybody's nice to me, and I don't feel like a right wally there. So I wish people would ask me, how do I reconcile my yoga with my Alexander technique? There's a ripe field for discussion. In many ways, Alexander technique and yoga are opposites. Kundalini yoga is all about breath manipulation, aka conscious breathing. Alexander technique is against breath manipulation. It favors unconscious breathing. Yoga is significantly about doing. Alexander technique is about non-doing. It's about accomplishing changes without making any muscular effort, but accomplishing changes through changing your thinking about how you use yourself. Yoga is about chanting and meditation. You don't chant, you don't zone out in Alexander technique. In the technique, you keep your attention on the present, you keep your eyes open, you don't close your eyes, you look around the room, you don't fixate on any one thing. When you fixate on one thing, they'll almost inevitably be accomplished by specific muscle tension. Yoga is about posture and exercises. There are no postures and exercises in Alexander technique. So how do I reconcile these apparently irreconcilable practices? Well, I give priority to the practice I spend the most on, and ding, 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 that would be Alexander technique. So when my yoga and my Alexander technique collide, my yoga loses 90% of the time. So the 10% of the time it doesn't lose is when there's hardly anybody in yoga class. I feel like I'd be rude to the teacher if I didn't fully participate. So normally when I go to yoga, I skip 90% of the breath manipulation. I only do about half of the exercises and meditations. The rest of the time I lie on my back in semi-supine, just to enjoy the experience of watching people knock themselves out and reinforce their bad habits, tightening and compressing their necks, shoving their spines down into their rectums, gasping for breath, and generally wreaking havoc for themselves. I feel quite superior. Well, I would, except for my great humility and my lofty spiritual attainments.